Welcome to Mind Your Business, the channel where we are in everybody's business. If you don't mind getting in people's business, you're on the right channel. Talking about current topics and gossip. Hey, my nosy people. Wagwan. I hope everyone is blessed. I want to say a big thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome to Nosy People Them Crew. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button. Anyway, I came on here to talk about growing up hip hop now that the latest episode has landed. And I thought it was interesting as always, but some things stuck out to me. Where do we begin? Can we just start off with Jojo and Denise? Like, Jojo, what is wrong with you, dude? You're acting like a grown, big-ass baby. You're sitting there saying you're not feeling well. Your wife is looking like she's a bit, going through something. She's trying to show you that she's not feeling herself, having just given birth 2 months ago, which is 8 weeks at that time, right? So could you not just get your backside off the couch and go and get the medicine? We did in the end, but not before trying to make her feel really rubbish and like she's not a good wife to you. Like, you need to check yourself on that, brother. Check yourself, because I couldn't believe your attitude. Like, you're laying down there moaning about you're not feeling very well. Fair enough, you might not be feeling so good, but she's been at home looking after the kids. What does it take for you to just get up and get it? You end up getting up and getting it anyway, but with a bit of a stropping attitude, which I was not really here for. So let's hope you've adjusted your attitude. So before he stormed off to the shop to go and get his own medicine, it does make me laugh when men get sick. I'm sorry to say, guys, sometimes when you guys get sick, it is like the end of the world. Like, it's what they say over here. I don't know if they say it in the US or not, but in the UK we call it like man flu, when men have got an illness and it's just like it's just the end of the world. But clearly you could get up and get the medicine because you did that. But before he did go and get the medicine, he was talking to her about going on this triple date with Boogie and Eric. Obviously Eric and his wife, and Boogie's going to bring a date. Now she's letting you know that she's not really feeling herself, and as a woman, we can relate, that if you're not feeling 100% and you've just given birth as well, you want to feel good when you're going to go out. And he kind of seemed like he just sprung it on her because he wanted to go out, but you weren't considering what she wanted to do. Whilst it's a nice gesture, if she's not really up for it, then maybe postpone it, or you look to try and see how you can make her feel a bit better. I just weren't really here for that particular part anyway. So yeah, I just thought you need to stop being a big idiot and sort yourself out, and don't be so childish. Like, you're being a bit childish and selfish. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So Sam and Egypt, yes, so they're in the studio, and Eric, so younger Eazy, comes in with Boogie and they pop in to have a chat with them. Of course, Sam's going on about all this assault business and the charges, and part of me is looking at it like, are you like trying to glorify this? Because part of it feels like you're feeling like you're a big man because you've got this potential prison sentence looming over your head. And Sam's telling Eric and Boogie to keep an eye out for Egypt, and if he goes down he's facing 10 to 15, and if he does go down, keep an eye on her and look out for her. And she's all, yeah, I'm going to be on the phone to him probably, and I'll definitely need some support, but I'll be on the phone to him. I'm thinking, you do realise if he does go to prison, they have certain times they can call you, and it's not going to be a case of you're just going to be on the phone all day like you're just sitting around speaking to prison bae. Like, it's not going to be exactly like that. So I'm just thinking, oh, please, Lord, help these people. I like that Eric checked her on that to say, wait, hold on, be careful what you're kind of putting out there. The only part of remorse I thought I saw in Sam is when he was actually talking to Lazy Bones, and I thought that Lazy Bones was spitting some true knowledge to him. That's when they all met up to go bowling. Because you'll notice from beginning of this season, we haven't seen Egypt with any of the other cast's mates on there. Like, I haven't seen her hang out with anybody else really. So we see her with Sequoia, and I think that makes sense because Sequoia obviously came in a bit hot, so she was ruffling feathers, so she didn't really have any connection straight away, as we know. And she's kind of been doing a bit of an apology tour to some degree, but so they put them two together, which makes sense, and they seem to be getting on quite well anyway, which is good because Egypt needs a friend. But so it was Sequoia and her mum and Lazy. It's quite a few of them that went along, Devon as well, and obviously Egypt and Sam. Now, Sam has a chat with Lazybones, and I thought it was really good to see Lazybones spitting knowledge to this youth, because he needs to take heed and listen. The man told him basically he needs to fix up and he needs to put down the drink, stop drinking, because he explained the whole assault thing, said that he was feeling depressed and he was drinking. He don't know how he ended up where he ended up, and then the security came and were, you know, going at him about his sexuality, apparently. And that's when it all, you know, kicked off. But point being is the knowledge that Lazybones was spitting to you was on point. Like, fix up yourself. It's about rebuilding your character, and it's about putting down a drink and starting to make the right choices, isn't it? So I thought it was good that, you know, he had that word with him. And hopefully, I hope Sam takes heed of that anyway. But big up Lazybones for spitting some knowledge to the young ones, because obviously he's been through a lot. He's been around for a long time, so he knows what he's talking about. You could also see where Egypt was talking to Sequoia's mum. Well, Sequoia's mum was really asking about, you know, what happened, basically. Was asking about, you know, was she there? And she's just saying, yeah. You could tell that she's worried about what's happening. I thought it was nice also that they showed Boogie talking to Egypt, because I feel like Boogie did have a good relationship with Egypt and would always check in on her, so that was good to see. And it's good to see him trying to say, yeah, don't worry, I'm still here for you. You can clearly see that she's deeply in love with Sam, and it's good that Boogie's there to kind of give her a little shoulder to lean on. But she's worried about it, and she rightfully so should be worried about it. But she should also be worried about, you know, how she's going to be coping if he does get sent away, with, you know, taking care of everything that he's left behind too. So TT, that made me laugh. This TT and this whole wedding thing. Her and Sean, my goodness, Sean just looks completely stressed. She admits that she's a bossy lady, and, you know, that's how he likes her. He likes his bossy bitch, and that's how she is, basically. But I'm like, okay, there's bossy and there's over the top. With the wedding, it seems like you're going over the top. Like your mum Maureen said, yeah, 150k for what? Are you crazy? 150k for a wedding? Yeah, your mum's right. And Jamaican mums are hilarious. Why is it they love to disown people? You know what I mean? Toya said, I'm done with you. So that made me laugh. I just thought, yes, mummy, tell her that she's wasting the money if that's what she's planning to spend. And when they showed the venue, I'm like, this can't be for this venue. I don't think so somehow. And Sean was quite right wanting to move it onto the beach, because where they were showing the little gazebo thing, it didn't look that hot either. So, by the looks of things anyway, from the pictures on the Instagram, it looked like they took a picture on the beach. So hopefully they had the wedding on the beach that he wanted. I don't think Sean wants a whole heap from this, obviously, just to get married to TT, as he keeps saying. But she is just something else, man. She's definitely a bit too over the top. And why is she scolding him like he's a child? Sean, stop it. I was quite shocked when she done that. I was like, wow. You might want to check that little attitude. But obviously we know they've gotten married anyway, just like we know Egypt and Sam have already gotten married anyway. So again, hopefully they'll show the parts of that on the show. We shall see. But TT, I'm just like, my lord, lady, just, you know, just calm down a little bit, take a breather and take it easy. And as for that extra aunt who turned up telling her that Tyran can't come, she's going to sit down somewhere. I'm sorry, why are you saying Tyran can't go to the wedding when the man doesn't, just because he doesn't want to get vaccinated? Like, please, with all this vaccination, if I wouldn't want to go to the damn wedding. It's just too much. You want too much from these people. It's their body, it's their choice. If he doesn't want to have it, don't make him have it, innit? Just make sure you have whatever distancing you want to go along with or whatever. But it's too much. This extra aunt talking about, yes, he can't come. Is it your wedding though? Please. Anyway, next part I wanted to pick up again was, of course, Jojo and Denise again, because I was quite annoyed with Jojo, because I'm like, how are you throwing a wobbly? So you've gone to this date, the salsa dance thing, when she really was giving you the vibe that she didn't want to go in the first place, right? So obviously you're trying to force her to go. You turn up there, obviously Eric's there with his wife, Boogie's there with his date, and you've turned up talking about my wife's coming. Well, you should have probably came with her in the first place. I went and got her. Then you're kind of stopping now that she texts you to say she can't go. And then you're having a big argument with her in the morning about it. And by the way, that morning scene is just very unbelievable, because you show Jojo going to go and brush his teeth or whatever. Yeah, that's great. But how is Denise waking up in bed with a full face of makeup? Yes, we are not stupid. Okay, but anyway, yeah, that little piece with them arguing about that was just nonsense to me. I just thought, well, he just needs to listen to her a bit more and stop being a brat. He, to me, is just getting upset because he said he feels like he's been stood up by his wife. But maybe you need to look into why your wife is feeling the way she's feeling. She's really had postpartum before, so maybe she's not feeling 100% herself. So maybe stop being selfish and worrying about impressing your friends and worry about your wife. You know, that's as simple as that. And then you're creating this argument about going out
about the night before in the morning, it seems. That's what she was saying, is 8 o'clock. Like, why are you starting on her in the morning at 8 o'clock? And I'd be in agreement with that. He wants to have their man having them up about, you know, the date that you missed out on. And apparently she's saying that she explained it all to you. Obviously, you were not happy with what the response you got. But you're going to have to just deal with it, innit? You need to man up and understand that women go through things. Whilst you want to go on your date, that's all wonderful. But women do go through things. And maybe she just needs a bit more attention, because there's more to it with what's going on with her. Maybe that's what you need to look at. Part of me just feels like they're kind of creating this just to have a storyline, because they seem like they're kind of cool for the most part. But, you know, there's no real drama around Jojo, is there? So this is a good way for them to have a bit of drama going on. But anyway, other than that, I thought the show was all right. And of course, it ended with this whole Brianna drama of her getting arrested in front of her kid. So she shows it on Instagram and then it ends on that. So that's the cliffhanger there, which they'll pick up with next week. So we shall see. We didn't see much of Sequoia, apart from when they were literally doing a bit of bowling. So Sequoia, Savannah, Cree, they didn't really get a look in for this week. But yeah, we shall see what happens. We didn't see Little Twist as well. I like Little Twist. He makes me laugh, so he wasn't nowhere to be seen in this episode either. But yeah, that was that. My main point was Jojo, fix up yourself. Sam, fix up too. Stop drinking, listen to Lazy Bones. Egypt, I hope you've got a plan in case this man does get sent down, because boy. Anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts below.
Yes, so thanks for watching that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so you know when I am uploading some more of people's business. So until then, my nosy people, stay blessed.